Let us start with the previous concept, that is arrays. As you know, array is nothing but collection of related data elements stored. Basically, we have two categories of arrays: one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array. If you are going to store, if you use only a single subscript, the such element is said to be one-dimensional. If you use two, it's a two-dimensional. We have seen several example programs in the case of previous sessions. Now move on to the next programming element. Consider a matrix. This is a 3 by 3 matrix. 3 by 3 matrix. I want to find the sum of diagonal elements in a given matrix. Got it? I want to find sum of diagonal elements in a given matrix. Sum is equal to 1 plus 7 plus 6 is equal to 14. We have to print the sum value called 14. How? So before moving on to this, you have to concentrate on these positions 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1 and 2, 2. We know that this is I value and this is j value. 1, what is the location of 1? 0, 0. What is the location of 7? 1, 1. What is the location of 6? 2, 2. So whenever I is equal to j, whenever I is equal to j, we are going to perform sum is equal to sum of ij over. A is a matrix. A is a matrix of 3 by 3. Simply, whenever I and j values are equal, then we are going to print the sum value, finding, adding of some value in the for loop itself. Let us see the program. First, you have to read a matrix. As you know, integer, array of 3, 3. We require 2 for loops, that's why for 1 rows and columns, and need to find the sum value, that's why sum is equal to 0. So printf, enter, enter any matrix. For that, you have to use for loop, later scanf, %d, ampersand, a of I and j. You have to use 2 for loops here. Now again, for I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j is less than 3, j plus plus. If I is equal to j, I told you, whenever I is equal to j, whenever I value is equivalent to j, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2 like that, we are going to perform sum is equal to sum plus a of I and j. That's it. Once its work is over, we are going to printf \n sum of diagonal elements is equal to %d. What will be the output? Let us see the program. So initially, we have to declare the variables integer a of 3, 3, I and j, initially sum is equal to 0. Printf, what we're doing, we have to enter any 3 by 3 matrix. Enter any 3 by 3 matrix. For reading I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus, I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j is less than 3, j plus plus. You have to read it. How? Scanf percentage d ampersand a of I and j over. After reading matrix, what we are going to do, we have to find the sum of diagonal elements. So it is not a single element, it is a sum of diagonal elements. That's why again you require two loops, I, j, and j value will be incremented. For example, if you write sum is equal to sum plus a of ij, it means that every element of a matrix will be added. Sum of diagonal elements is equal to percentage d sum, for example. See, this is a program for finding the total element sum. But what I require only diagonal elements. That's why if I is equal to 0, then only sum will be computed. Then only sum will be computed. Let us see. Enter any 3 by 3 matrix. Sum is equal to 9. Got it? 3, that is 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, and 2, 2, 4. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. See, this is the program for finding sum of diagonal elements of a given matrix. Got it? See, this is whenever I is equal to j. For example, for I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j is less than 3, j plus plus. Whenever I is equal to 0, then only a of ij. When I is equal to 0, 0, for example, a of 0, 0, a of 0, 0, I will be added and I is equal to j. When you will get a of 1, 1, a of 2, 2, which means that 1 plus 7 plus 6, its corresponding value will be generated. This is the program for finding sum of diagonal elements. If you want to find other upper triangle, whenever I is greater than j, you can try it out on your own. Upper triangle elements and lower triangle elements sum. If some other program, if I is less than j sum, which means that you will get sum of these numbers or sum of these numbers. In the same way, you can perform this one in the terms of diagonal elements, upper triangle or lower triangle and everything. Okay, right. Next, move on to, I want to find addition of two matrices. Addition of two matrices. Carefully listen. We have 2, 3, 1, 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, and 1. This is A of 3, 3. Or you may take, I told you, you may take I, M, N, how many number of rows and how many columns you want. And instead of 3, you may write for I is equal to 0, I is less than M, something like that. B of 3, 3. This is a second matrix. And I want to find the sum of these two. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 1 plus 0, 1. 2, 4, 8, 7, 9, 2. See, this is said to be C of 3, 3. I want to find addition of two matrices. Then what to do? Initially, we start with A of 3, 3. That is the first matrix. B of 3, 3. That is the second matrix. C of 3, 3. And we require two variables I and J. Start with, enter the first matrix. For I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. For J is equal to 0, J is less than 3, J plus plus, something like this. After that, you have to read scanf percentage D ampersand A of ij. Printf, enter the second matrix again for loops. Then scanf percentage D ampersand B of ij. Then what we require, you have to add those two matrices to produce the final outcome. So we require for loop. For I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. For J is equal to 0, J is less than 3, J plus plus. What happens? C of ij is equal to A of ij plus B of ij. What it happens? I is equal to 0. 0 is less than 3. Okay, J is equal to 0. C of 0, 0 is equal to A of 0, 0 plus B of 0, 0. See this. C of 0, 0 is equal to what happens? A of 0, 0 plus B of 0, 0. What is value? That is 3. These two elements will be added. Then 0, 1. C of 0, 1 is equal to A of 0, 1 plus B of 0, 1. C of 0, 2 is equal to A of 0, 2 plus B of 0, 2. Then I is equal to 1. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. That means the contents of A and B will be added and result will be stored in C. After that, we have to print the matrix. We know that how to print the matrix format, \n. Addition of two matrices is, we require for loops. I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. For J is equal to 0, J is less than 3, J plus plus. Simply, we are printing printf percentage 3D. What is the sum matrix? Where sum is stored? C. Simply, after one row is over, we have to use \n, then close. This is the program for finding sum of or addition of two matrices. Let us see. I start with the total program. Then only it is very easy for you to understand. I am defining variables A of 3, 3, B of 3, 3, and C of 3, 3. We require variables I and J. Printf \n, enter the first matrix. Enter the first matrix. How? For I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I value will be incremented. For j is equal to 0, j is less than 3, j plus plus. You have to scan it. Scanf percentage d ampersand a of ij. Again, we have to read the second matrix for performing addition of two matrices. Enter the second matrix. Enter the second matrix. So, how to read it? You have to use for loop. For I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j is less than 3, j plus plus. Scanf percentage d ampersand b of I and j. Then how to perform addition for loop? For I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j is less than 3, j plus plus. Then what? C of ij is equal to, okay, C of ij is equal to A of ij plus B of ij. That means the contents of A of ij and B of ij will be added and result will be stored in C of ij. That's it. After that, we have to print the matrix, printf \n, addition of two matrices is equal to \n. I want to print it in a separate format. For I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. And then again for loop we require for j is equal to 0, j is less than 3, j plus plus. I told you, if you want to print it in a matrix format, we are using \n. After completion of one row, you are giving one new line, C of ij. After that, first one row is over, we are going to print a value called \. That's it. Let us execute the program. Enter the first matrix 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, something like this. Enter the second matrix. Now addition of two matrices is equal to, see, what is A of 0, 0, 1? What is B of 0, 0, 3? 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Like this, we are performing addition of two matrices. That is, sum of two matrices or addition of two matrices. Then, some of the exercises for you. You have to try it on your own. Be careful. I have a matrix 1, 2, 3, 2, 6, 1 or 2, 6, 7 like this. I want to, this is a matrix called A. I want to perform inverse of a matrix. What is inverse? 1, 6, 2. 1, 6, 2. See, rows will be converted into columns. Columns will be converted into rows. That's it. That is the process. So A inverse is equal to 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 2, 6, 7. Got it? Rows will be converted into columns. Columns will be converted into rows. We know how to print in general I, J. My intention is to produce the inverse of a given matrix. So you may take first for loop J and then I, or instead of that, you may print Ji. That is our wish. I need inverse of A. This is important question. You have to try it out. Write a C program to find inverse of a given matrix. Next. And one more point. For example, I told you addition of two matrices. Addition of two matrices. Now, multiplication of two matrices you have to execute. For example, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 6, 1. 2 into 1 plus 3 into 6. 4 into some 2 into 2 plus 3 into 1. So rows will be multiplied by columns. So instead of, in the case of previous one, A of 0, 0 will be added with B of 0, 0. But here it is not the case. So you have to perform, write a C program to find multiplication, matrix multiplication. You have to execute these two programs on your own. Okay, and then you have to execute one more exercise also in the related with numbers. Fibonacci series. Remember, it's a Fibonacci series. 0, 1. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 8, 21. This series is said to be a Fibonacci series. How to execute? For example, I am taking A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. Initially, I'm going to print the value of 0 and 1. Okay, got it. C is equal to A plus B. C is equal to A plus B. What? 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. After that, A will be getting the value from B. B will be getting the value from C. What is A is equal to B? What is it? 1. B is equal to C. What is C? 1. Again, C is equal to 1 plus 1, 2. A is equal to B. What is B? 1. What is B? B is equal to C. C means 2. 1 plus 2, 3. Again, what is B? 2. What is C? 3. Again, 2 plus 3, 5. In this way, you have to execute the Fibonacci series. Remember, this is the program. You may use while loop, do while loop, or for loop. Any loop for printing or finding Fibonacci series. Important question. Important question. So if you want to find Fibonacci series, what we require something like this. How? Initially, consider A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, and C. Use while loop. It is not related with arrays. It is not related with arrays. It is totally normal loops program. You may use for loop, while loop, or do while loop. You can use while loop, do while loop, or for loop for printing Fibonacci series. This is the program you need to execute. Okay. And then, okay. Once again, I'm going to explain. This is the series initially 0, 1. 0 plus 1, how much? 1. Exactly these two numbers, 1 plus 1, 2. Exactly these two numbers, 2 plus 1, 3. These two numbers, previous number, 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. 8 plus 13, 21. 21 plus 13, that is equal to 4, 34. 34 plus 21, like that, 55. This is called as Fibonacci series. So how to execute, I told you. Initialize A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. First print A and B. Is it 0, 1 already printed? Then what I am saying, consider a loop, any kind of loop here. C is equal to A plus B. Okay. Then A is equal to B, B is equal to C, which means that what is C here? C is equal to 1. I am going to print the value called C. Again, 1 is also printed. Then A is equal to, what is the value of B here? 1. 1 will be loaded onto A. B is equal to C. What is C? 1. 1. Loop will be executed. C is equal to A plus B. What is A? 1. What is B? 1. 1 plus 1, 2. C will be printed. That is, 2 will be printed. Now, A is equal to B. What is B value? 1. What is C value? 2. See, this is somewhat typical, very easy. But if you follow the logic, it is very easy. C is equal to, B is equal to C. Again, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3 will be printed. Now, A is equal to B, which means that 2. B is equal to C. What is that? 3. Again, 2 plus 3, 5. Something like this. We are going to print the values of, A, B, something. Got it? This is the program. This is the program for finding Fibonacci series. Just 1 second. I will show you. Fibonacci series. You can get it in the case of your very important program. Fibonacci series is very important program. Okay. See this? This is initially the values are default here. I told you these are the values default 0 and 1. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. This is 1. Then what happens? This one and this one will be added to get 2. This one and 2 will be added to get 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. In this way, we are going to print the Fibonacci series. Very, very important question. I told you factorial of a given number, factors of a given number, something like this in the case of our loop programs. Now you have to execute these 2 or 3 programs on your own. Remember, these 2 or 3 programs are your own. You have to think on its own, very important. Otherwise, it's difficult for you to learn the programming. See, I used to give you information in the terms of logic, program, execution. It's very easy. It seems to be easy. But if you're not going to think on your own, it is difficult for you to learn other languages. It may be easy. Okay, that's all.